Mr. Ashwin, Mr. Van Veek, and we have Miss Steerman. They are all coming from Chrysalis Academy. If you don't know who they are, Google them, baby. Google them, baby, because it took 25 years for them to be in this place doing the Lord's work. I mean, everybody needs to plow in and do what we need to do. There's a Bible verse which, as I bring them on, that like sparked me, it's found in 1 Timothy 4 verse 12, and it says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity." And these three right up before me are actually going to share how do they bring this, making sure the youth people, the young, just come on in and learn what they have to learn and make sure that, listen, I want to be pure. I want to be educated. I want to be in faith. I want to walk this journey. So introduce yourself. I know I've introduced yourself, but what do you do in Chrysalis Academy? Welcome to Grace Upon Grace, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's so good to be here. I am Ashwin Duploy. I am the Youth Hub Ambassador for the Elsie's River policing area. So I work in the community. I'm the one in the outside for Chrysalis Academy.
Celebrating your birthday and see. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
Don't think I don't follow you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Anvil van Wyk. I have come a long way with the institution, and what a wonderful privilege to just be, in the presence of great people, the future leaders, of tomorrow, and the next generation that need to take Chrysalis even further for the next 25 years to come by God's grace. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nastasia Steeman, all the way from East River, and I am one of the senior youth instructors at the Academy, working more closely with the young men and women that we receive in our program.
Sure. This is great work that you guys do. Take us through a journey. I know you're celebrating 25 years within the Academy. I need us to start from beginning, right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So where did all of this start? Since you're like the senior, Mr. Man, let's go straight into it. Share with us, where did it all begin?
So Chrysalis Academy started in the year 2000. I think before it was named Chrysalis Academy, it was originally known as the Port Reform School. And then in 2002, it became known as the Chrysalis Academy, which was under new leadership, which was Lucille Meyer at the time. And that is where they saw the need or the gap in our communities in terms of young people, young men, young women. And they came into this program, to be the agents of change, to bring positivity back in the community, to be positive role models for the younger ones, even the siblings in their particular home, and merely because they wanted to be the change, they wanted to be different. They wanted to be the ones that stood out within their community.
Sure. And how has it been for you personally? Has it been challenging you in a different way? Because you go there and you get these youngsters like, you can't tell us what to do. How has it been? How's that journey been?
I think it took some time for me to adjust, from coming onto the program, being a senior, or I started off as a junior instructor back then. It was quite difficult at first, having to deal with so many young people coming into via your hands and coming with their own personalities. And of course, like you said, dealing with the difficult ones, you don't tell me what to do or giving you attitude. But I think as you are going and growing within the program as a leader, you get to work with the individual. I work with what you come with. I do not tell you, no, you cannot do this. I rather work with the individual as they are, and looking forward to the growth during the 3-month stay at the Academy.
Sure. And Mr. Van Veek, what kind of programs do you guys offer? Because I know there's a lot that's happening in your academy. Draw us a picture. I know you have to do with youth, but draw us a picture when I apply to, or my sons or my nephews apply to the academy. What is the process, and what programs do you offer?
Beautiful. When you apply to the academy, you must firstly be between the ages of 18 and 25. Many years back, it was a little bit younger. I was fortunate, was from 16 till 19 or 22 at the time. But now, that threshold has been different. But it's a transformational journey, if I can put it like that. Because chrysalis, if you look at it's a butterfly picture, and the process how the butterfly emerges in every phase, there is something there. The wind, the storm, the weather.
Sure.
And life is like that. Sometimes you get pushed around. Sometimes, life throws things at you unexpectedly. And chrysalis really teach you that. You'll find something that is inside of you that you don't know or you didn't even know that exists inside of you. And that is the gold. That you're not gonna, just by being at home sitting there and someone is gonna tell you that you got so much potential, but it's really over that period of time where people we cut you off of everything. We are the music, we make the music. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's under Elephant's Eye, which is one of the most beautiful, attracting walks, in the south side of Cape Town. And there's a big footprint there, but it's very quiet. It's peaceful. It is in nature. There is no disturbance. That will give us time, to work with young people. Yeah. You don't need a phone. We will phone on your behalf. We will play TV for you.
We all
make
need that
the
at
music.
schools right now.
We make sure that you know what. So you have a 16-hour day at Chrysalis Academy, and the meals get served. From the morning when you stand up, you get woken up, and then it's PT, fitness. So we work holistically with you, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all of those aspects. And the program has been designed like that over the 3-month period, and also even beyond, because Chrysalis also got a 5-year aftercare program. We got an extension of our work with the Youth Hub Ambassador program, which is across the Western Cape province.
Sure.
So the young people that they come from all walks of life.
Yeah.
From here to Koekenaap, Vredendal, you come back here, Citrusdal, Worcester, Robertson, Eston, you go to Beaufort West, you go to Klaarstrom, you go to Jogamka, you go to the other side, Uniondale, Plettenberg Bay, you come back to Mossel Bay, you go, all of those places, Hermanus, you come back, it's the whole Cape Metro. So we are in all the districts. Our young people comes from everywhere in the Western Cape province.
Sure.
You must be between the age of 18 and 25. You must at least have passed grade 9. Passed. You must have a NEET, status, which means you are unemployed, you are sitting at home and not in training and education. And most definitely, this program is for you. You must be a resident of the Western Cape province, as well. And there is so many things that we teach you, from leadership skills to cultural diversity to first aid, fire awareness, healthy living, and so much more. That's in the first phase. Then we also prepare you for the second phase, which is the outdoor adventure leadership phase. That's where you will hike to Cape Point, or let me say Table Mountain first. But it's a really circular walk where we take you to different campsites on different days. And within that, there's a 24-hour solo process, which is linked with the circle of life. That is where we go very deep, We're taking you back to your roots, as a child, and we try, to deal with a whole lot of stuff. But it's you, God, and nature that will connect, no one around you. There is people should you be in danger. So you're never in danger because God is watching you. In any case, then we have, canoeing, kayaking. We have all fun and adventure things also in between. And that is where you also make new friends, and you learn and you become stronger. And after that phase, you really tap into the skills phase. All the courses that we do is accredited courses that we do, from tourist hospitality to field ranger, to youth development, welding, electrical circuitry, So the students will choose way before they come to Chrysalis, when they apply, what course really interests them and what they want to come and learn and study, And then every night we also have engagement sessions, and motivational sessions with them, but it is linked to our values, And I will give that part of the values to Eshwin. And the last part of the program, Chrysalis' course is structured in 4 phases. It's really the community and exit phase, what is it that the young people are giving back? What is it that we can do, for the next generation of young people to come in, and how do we serve our communities and our people, that is in need? We also have job readiness programs, for our young people to set them up how to, behave, in interviews, we make sure that when they go out there, their toolbox is full of tools.
Sure.
They just need to use it. They need to plug in and they need to tap in, and then there's also, a year internship, which is really getting work experience, which is a paid internship, but it's really getting work experience, in with different organizations, with different partners that we have on board, with that. And we are grateful, for that we are able, to have them so long in the system. And then within that, we tap into the 5-year aftercare program, which I'll ask Ashwin, just to say a little bit.
Before you get there, Ashwin, this picture that you've just, drawn for us, that is exactly a butterfly picture.
Yeah.
So you get to be in that caterpillar stage where you learn about yourself, you learn how you move and you embrace, right, your surroundings up until you get to a place where you need to take it out of your cocoon. You might be there, but sometimes you just need to look, what other sources or resources did this person need in order for them to become a full butterfly? And then after they've done that, they can come and serve at the same institution. Wow. If you just joined in right now, you're listening to Grace Upon Grace with Umusa Wakajakuja. I've got the Chrysalis family right here with me, and they are celebrating 25 years of being a servant in the, in the economy and also in the Western Cape. So, yeah. I'm excited. So let's just take a song break right now. Israel Houghton is saying Jesus at the center of it all. Do enjoy.
Grace Upon Grace on Cape Pulpit.
Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns?
his steadfast love.
But the Lord takes pleasure in those who fear him, in those who hope in his steadfast love.
Musa Jakuja on Grace Upon Grace.
Yeah, boy, yes. And we are back. We are live on Facebook. We are live as well on YouTube. My apologies, YouTube people. I see you. Okay, my apologies. We are live right about now as well. Catch us on 7 to 9 Cape Pulpit or Kapsa Council 7 to 9. I see Mom Zoms is like, hey, I'm listening all the way from the Eastern Cape. Start her rhyme. Mom, I'm so sorry. And she's also a teacher, hey, in the Eastern Cape. So I think this is like inspiring her to come over to Cape Town, to the Western Cape. And we are speaking to the Chrysalis Academy family that is also based in the Western Cape, just, having programs that are so beautiful for our youth from the ages of 18 to 25, teaching them the walks of life, okay? Personal mastery, greater resilience, and an enhanced skill, especially now in this economy that we are living in. You get to go and study, up until matric, and then voila, there's no jobs. So I love the fact that you're building them up, even when the times are tough. They know what to do. And Ashwin, you're actually going to go into the vision or what it is that you guys are, your statement of who you are, the vision or values.
Yeah. Wow, where do I start when it comes to Chrysalis? I mean, I started in my position as the Youth Hub Ambassador at the Chrysalis Academy 7 months ago. I was following Chrysalis Academy. Yes, I'm very fresh, too fresh, I would say. I've been following them quite a while, on Facebook, and I've been seeing the
stalker.
The good work and the awesome work
that.
they are doing. And then I said to myself one day, this should be a nice place to work. And a good bunch of people, and especially for my love for working with young people. And I remember when I saw the post go out on the Facebook page, looking for a Youth Hub Ambassador. I was like, yay!
That's me.
Who are you still looking for? And then you know what? Funny enough, the very person that interviewed me is sitting actually here in studio.
Mr. Van Veek.
They asked me in the interview, do you have any questions, sir? And my question was, when do I start?
Oh, man.
When do I start? I was confident. I was like, hey,
Sure.
let's do this. And so, yes, I started 7 months ago at the academy, and let me tell you, it's been one of the best 7 months of my life.
Sure.
Especially, working with young people, seeing the values of the academy, seeing the mission of the academy, and even the whole metamorphosis phase, coming from a caterpillar. I think I also started as a caterpillar. I'm nearing my butterfly phase of life. I'm not going to jump the wagon on that one.
You need the process.
Yes, I'm going to trust the process, So yeah, the values and the mission of Chrysalis Academy, or when you look at Chrysalis Academy, we would go by the motto, unleashing potential.
Sure.
And we know and we believe that when each young individual steps into the gates of our academy, they can be as difficult as stone out there is. When they leave there, we see the change. Wow. We see the potential outside coming out, being released. We teach them professionalism. We teach them empathy with nature. We teach them love for humanity. And these are only but 3 of the values that we teach them. And when you take those 3 alone, then we see how it comes to fulfillment in these young people's life. When they go out, they feel better towards their neighbor. To come that love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yes.
And we see that coming to fulfillment, when they came in, I cannot share a room with another person. After about 5 weeks down the line, then we see them, they cannot live without their roommate. We've just now, with my very first graduation I attended, I saw how young ladies were crying, because they didn't want to leave each other, because I didn't just find a friend, I found a sister. I didn't just find a sister. I found a confidant. I found so many things in one person I thought I'm not going to be able to live with ever. And that's what we teach them. We teach them that of the empathy with nature is that of respect your space around you. When you respect the space around you, immediately others respect the space as well. You're not just going to throw a paper. I mean, before coming to Chrysalis, I would just leave it just there.
Hey, you
But
must take care of your environment, eh?
But now I was on vacation, I was picking up papers
You
lying
see?
around. And I was like, my wife's
There you
like,
go.
you're on vacation, leave that. Ashwin. And I'm like,
she must join
empathy
Chrysalis.
with nature. I was like, empathy with nature, And I could tell other people as they were like, hey, you don't just litter there, pick up that paper.
I love that attitude.
Love the nature you're around. Your generations to come must still live in this environment. So look after it now. And that's what we teach our young people at Chrysalis. We teach them professionalism. Being on time, punctuality. When you say we arrive in this time, we're doing this, and then it's that time.
Yes.
Time is time. We teach them how to speak, how to conduct themselves. That when they leave there, they carry that respect for themselves.
Sure.
And so we many a times, especially in the Western Cape or in our communities or in the community I serve of Elsie's River, we feel that our young people they're just there, and let them just go. They're going to mean nothing to humanity. They're going to mean absolutely nothing to the world. But at Chrysalis Academy, we take them and we tell them, you know what? You have value inside of you. You have a potential inside of you that can change someone else's life. Just recently, and this is not just in Elsie's River, but many of my colleagues that serve in the Youth Hub component, we even in our 5-year aftercare program.
Sure.
There comes a time, and it's leading up to, it will be now in mid-February, we will be doing what we call monitoring and tracking.
I'm coming.
So we're definitely going to, we call
Sure.
these young men and we ask them,
Follow
how are you
up.
doing? Are you fine? Are you okay? Have you obtained your driver's license? What are you doing with yourself in your internship? How are you finding your internship? Is there time that you need counseling? We have life coaches on base that if they need counseling, we refer them to these counselors. So everything is there. On the 3rd of February coming, we have our applications opening for, I think if I'm correct, our female participants to apply. We have on course, we have our 24 Charlie male course taking place now, and they'll be graduating in April.
Lovely.
In April they'll be graduating. And so I've seen slowly but surely, I see the transition in these young people. And when they came in there, they would just say hello. But when they leave, bye ma'am, bye sir, and you see that beautiful change that has taken place. You see the metamorphosis phase that has taken place in these young people's lives.
Sure.
Just when they wanted to give up and they wanted to throw in the towel, we see that transition taking place. We work when it comes to their mind, because we understand that the mind is sometimes the greatest battlefield, and that sometimes that inner fight that happens in the mind, and it's that little voice at the back that I'm not valuable, I mean nothing, because I'm from Elsies, because I'm from Galiumganka, because I am from George, because I'm from Brakwater, because I am from a little rural area up in the West Coast, or in the in the Karoo, I mean absolutely nothing. When they leave there, we tell them you are now an agent of change. So you are going to go and make a change in your community. When we leave, when we see our young men out there leaving with the Chrysalis Academy tracksuit, the way they conduct themselves, the way they look, it's
man, that posture.
don't mess with me.
Zaka.
Yeah, it's like I arrived like, and so I think if I could change it with a song that would say Cash Kontan Guy, it's like Chrysalis Academy Guy. So that's type of love that we see in our young men.
That's amazing.
So and even with the females, we see that sisterhood coming. With our males, we see that brotherhood coming, and that's the beauty. That when we see them back in the community, and that very same young men young man, we had young female that went in there about 3 months ago, out of a community that they thought that they're never going to be able to
Sure.
make a change. When they come out of there,
Totally different.
the first word is, "Sir, what are we going to do? Because I want my friends here around to experience what
That's
I've
very
experienced.
sane.
I want them to also become agents of change. I
Mm.
want them also to go and make a change in their community." And we have too much blood of young men and young women on the streets of Cape Town. And that's one of our statements as the Youth Hub component in Chrysalis Academy,
Sure.
that we want to minimize the blood on the streets.
Come on.
And we will take them. If your family has given up hope on you,
Come.
we as the Chrysalis Academy, we see what you can become. We see what you are really meant
Sure.
to be. So yeah.
The hands and feet of Jesus himself. Okay. I'm sitting with them right now. In my mind, there's so many things happening because I'm like, I know you've got programs that you run, and young people need to be in that environment. But I'm just thinking about, children that have grown over the ages of 25 and they've never been in that process. And you want to also bring in that hope and change for them. Do you have like any outsider programs that you run as well, that you partner up with businesses, partner up with orphanages, partner up with even different kind of organizations? Do you have something like that?
If I can answer you on that, I think there's a couple of things here. We are not scared to say what we have. We have helped KZN in 2012 to set up 2 academies,
Nice.
running on the same ethos and methodologies, but they've got their own ingredients there.
Yeah.
And then what we also do, we also have worked with a lot of underprivileged high schools, organizations, institutions, orphanages, to be able to expose them to some part of our work,
Yeah.
our therapeutic work, where we do meditation, we do trauma and healing work. And we also have done that on a community level where we bring that into the community in itself. We have also worked, with the NPA, with the prosecuting officers, and so on. So we're not scared to share our work, on that platform. And then also, I think one of the bigger things is also we've got 2 beautiful campsites. And we also, want to share, for schools, for churches, for sport groups, for organizations, for businesses. You must come and see the tranquility that we have. We got braai facilities. We've got rock climbing. We got zip lines. We've got it's just amazing.
Yeah.
We also hire that out, to people. And whatever service you need, we have staff that is more than capable to be able to help and assist,
That's good.
for whatever you need. So there is certain programs that we modify, based on the client's needs. And then there's also, the part where we also give back, our bit, to those communities and areas that really are in need, of that.
Sure.
And then we also, we are not, cast in stone, where we have a lot of partnering institutions, organizations that we have joined hands. We cannot do this alone.
Love
So
that.
we're working closely with social development. We work closely with the city of Cape Town. We work closely with local NGOs, within all the areas across the province. And it makes lives a little bit easier. And we know that Chrysalis is just by one of the institutions for young people. If we can have that across the province, across the country, it will make even a bigger impact. I think 2 things that I want to mention, as Ashwin was speaking, it's also the cornerstones and the pillars of Chrysalis. There's a lot of order, there's discipline, there is structure, and it also creates a sense of belonging.
Yeah, safety.
We are not interested where you're coming from. If you are rich, poor, we are not interested. We break the barriers.
Love it.
Everybody looks the same. We treat everybody the same. We do whatever we want for everybody the same.
Yeah.
And then the last thing on top of that I want to mention, once you become a student and you graduate of Chrysalis, you're actually a member for life.
Come
So
on.
whatever other opportunities and things will come via the institution, via the youth hub, via any other platforms where we are connected. You are always connected with us, and we will always say that information, wherever we go. We've got young men and women across, sectors in businesses, where they're from law enforcement to the Navy, to the Army, to business people, to business owners themselves, to pastors, to evangelists, to apostles, as well, that has found themselves, this is what I am meant to do, Sure. So yeah, I hope that answers your question in a broad in terms of our service is not limited only to that. We have also run 2 community-based programs, one in Atlantis and one in Kraaifontein. That was for older youth, but it's funding related. We also have got partners and people. So if there is people that want to plow into the work that we are doing, we are not scared. That program was tailor-made from 26 years till 32, and we have done 70-80% of what Chrysalis is doing at Chrysalis in the community in 2 months. Sure. And we have also linked them up, with some sort of employment, when they were done, because we have done various things, with them. But they are our walk-ins. So they will come into the morning. We'll serve them, with a snack. We'll have a tea time. We'll have a lunch. But they will have class, within that. And we will do most of the stuff that they are doing at Chrysalis. And then in the middle period, we will take them to Chrysalis for 7-8 days, into nature. Out of that, environment as well, just to experience. Yeah. They will have a proper graduation so that we honor and we celebrate them. So we have done work like that. But we also know it's also costly, to be able to do that work. But if there's people out there, businesses, that also want to, invest, into that kind of work, you can call the Academy, and we are willing and able to come and help and come alongside people, whether it's churches, whether it's big enterprises that want to put their money where their mouth is. You can contact us. We will be there.
Then go straight into it. Mr. Man, where can people find this amazing academy? Like in the website and the number that they can contact, and give us the details, girl. We want to send our children there.
So we are found on Facebook as Chrysalis Academy. You can also find us on our website, www.chrysalisacademy.co.za. where you'll find more about the academy and what the academy is about, where you can read in about the 3-month program and the different phases and what do we stand for, what's our vision, what's our mission. Yeah. And we are also currently on the SA Youth or the SOMOB Youth platform, where you can register yourself and sign up or apply to Chrysalis Academy. We also have a contact number, which is 021-712-1023, where you can contact us if you have applied before and would like to know the status of your application. So those are our main forms of, social. We use Facebook mainly for a lot of posts in terms of applications, when it's open, any work-related opportunities, and sometimes we also do post work-related opportunities for non-graduates as well.
Love that. Repeat that number again.
So it's 021-712-1023.
Yeah. Any last messages before we close this interview that comes from Chrysalis Academy? I know you've said a lot, but for the youth out there, the person that's listening and be like, oh, this is such a great program, but I don't feel like, I could fit in. Or, oh, this is so exciting. I feel I could fit in, but I'm so scared. I'm going to meet new people. Or someone that's like, oh, I'm in the Eastern Cape, but I am going to be in, the Western Cape for 3 years to come because I'm looking for a job, whatever, because of many things that happen. What is the message to the youth out there that is listening?
I'll head over to the veterans.
I'm the steerman, the veteran.
So from our side, having to see young people coming into the program and being, part of their daily lives. One thing that I have to say, and I want to emphasize on this, is you need to be 100% sure or 1,000% sure that this is something you want. And you need to be 100% sure that this is the change you want in your life. Because when you leave after 3 months, you won't be the same person again. It's going to be difficult to adjust to your environment It will be difficult to adjust to your group of friends that you had before you came to the academy, because you will be a brand new person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you are being baptized and you're stepping out in holy ground out there. So to all the young people out there, I think I myself, I'm also very young person. And I've seen the change of this particular program in our young people. And you listening, if you're a young viewer out there, if this is your opportunity, if this speaks, if you can feel your heartbeat, that this is an opportunity for you, by all means, get on our website, go to Chrysalis Academy, Google, what is this organization about? Where do I get the application forms? How do I go about the application process? And I mean, in a lot of the communities, there is the UDAP ambassadors that can assist you in terms of applications. So this is your time. 2025 is your year.
25 years, baby.
It is your year.
It is
We
your
are going
year,
into
baby.
25 years of celebrating Chrysalis Academy.
Sure.
And like I said, if you know this is an opportunity for you and you would like to become the change person that you are or want to be one day, if you want to be the positive agent in your community, this is your time to go on that website and take out details.
And that is www.chrysalisacademy.co.za. Okay? Yo, wow, guys. If you want to add anything, this is your time. You want to add anything. If Mrs. Stearman just forgot one line and you're like, that one. But if there's
I
anything.
would say, Ms. Stearman, you know, she really just completed everything. But I think I'm going to leave our young people with the word that change starts with you. And it's all, everything that Ms. Stearman said, the only thing that you need to do is get up, step up, and come to the play.
Hey,
Yeah.
get up, step up, and come to the play. Thank you so much, Chrysalis family, for coming through. I've learned a lot. Ashwin,
Thank you.
Mr. Van Wyk,
Thank you, ma'am.
and Ms. Stearman, thank you so much for joining Grace Upon Grace this day that the Lord has made. And I hope you out there have learned a thing or two, or are encouraged to actually bring forth whoever that is in your community that you would actually love to see change in them, and come out and live life in an uncompromising way, which is to spread the gospel, whether at school, whether at work, and be, man, God has created you to be, a decent, pleasant, a good work. There's that word that you're created for good work. So that is exactly what we want to see. Once again, thank you so much, family.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you, ma'am.
And that is how we come to the end of the show. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know about you, but I've learned, okay? I learned quite a lot. Remember, tomorrow we are having our business connect. So if you are in and around Cape Town, the northern suburbs to be exact, or you can drive from afar, but if you can only get here at least by 7:30, because that is when the registration starts, 7:30 to 8. And we are calling out all businessmen and women, even Chrysalis family, come on through so that you can learn more about Cape Pulpit and also just connecting with other business people. And we've also got a guest speaker, Johan Engelbert, which is a CEO of the South African Golfing Association. So he is coming through and talking to us about how to stand firm and in an uncompromising way when it comes to business. So please do join us there. And of course, you can get in touch with Renette to just secure your space, because like I said, it's going very fast. We are sitting probably now on 98 or 99%. So we might be waiting just for you. You can do that by SMSing her or calling her on 066 246 4716. 066 246 4712. And that is how we come to the end of the program. Family, it has been great. Thank you so much for welcoming me into your cars, into your spaces that you are so comfortable in. And you're like, I want to hear that girl, okay? Because she's always bringing hot topics, okay? And bringing good guests, because Chrysalis family was in the house today, and we surely had a great time learning so much that we can be better than who we are, just inviting the Holy Spirit to minister and always walking with us. And up until next week, remember, wherever you are, You, my friends, are made out of an imperishable seed, so you have to blossom where God has planted you. Up until next time, God bless.
Grace upon Grace with Musa Jakuja.
What's heaven like? I wanna know.